Hey guys, how we doing? We got another little video here. In this video, we're going to be condensing all of our emeralds. We ended up running out of space where we hold them in the castle. So we do store them in the main storage. But right here, this little hole is a new little project I'm working on. It'll probably be in the next couple videos or something. We're going to open it up 3 levels up so it kind of gives some space in here. But for now, we're going to run downstairs and we're going to grab all the emeralds that we have and we're going to condense them. We're going to put them into the main storage because we usually hold them in these chests over here in 64 stacks until we have enough to fill another full row of emeralds in the main storage. So that's what we got to here. So we're just going to be collecting them and then we'll be bringing them right to the main storage. And as we're collecting and running back and forth here, we can talk a little bit of what we've been up to and where we're going from here. And right now, we do have a current goal of 1.5 million blocks mined. And we're just over the 1.4 million right now. So we have about 85,000 blocks that we still have to mine, which really isn't a big deal. We are down on the level 7, and it's actually been expanding pretty well. We did end up finding cave opening, and we've just been kind of playing around with that, thinking about what else we can do about certain things. But here we are, just condensing them into blocks. And this is probably my favorite part, to see how many different blocks we can get. And if you don't know yet, we are using these blocks for the mine base that we just ended up making a tunnel to in the last video. And we're going to be using all these emerald blocks in that base. It'll be tucked away a little bit. And, I don't really know how many blocks that we're going to need, how many emeralds we're going to need. If you don't know already either, we don't really do much planning in our building. We kind of just set it up and go with the flow. And if something's not working, then we don't do it. If it's working, we continue it. So that's basically what I've been doing. And it's been working out for us. And like I said, we are about 85,000 blocks, and I believe it's about 10 to 12,000 blocks per pickaxe. That includes, dirt, gravel as it comes in. So it might be about 6 to 7 more pickaxes worth, and then we can finally, take a little bit of a break from mining, take a little bit of a step back, and really kind of gauge at what we want to do because we are getting closer to that 1.5 million block goal. And from there, we can really see how big our mine is downstairs. And this is the last little bit of emeralds that we're going to be putting into blocks from the castle. So we're going to put them in here, and then we're going to grab the emeralds out of the storage chest in here. This, we do have it full, like I said. Once this is full, we'll go from there. But we got these, keep pulling them out, keep adding them on, and I just love looking at them. I don't know what it is. It's probably because you can't really mine them, or I haven't found any emeralds, so I'm assuming you can't really mine them in bedrock unless they're extremely rare. I know back in the day I used to find them under mountains, but either way, we got a bunch of them, and yeah. I think one thing we will talk about as we're still doing this is the redstone bridge. I bring it up all the time, but it's something that we are gonna end up taking down. We're gonna demolish it, and we're gonna take all the redstone blocks and we're gonna put them downstairs at our -50 railroads. And you guys will kind of see a better image of that a little bit later. It'll probably be in about a month. I'll get into that because that's gonna be a big project. That's something that I spent a lot of time with in the past, and having to take down the whole redstone bridge and then rebuild it downstairs is going to be a lot of work. So we'll get to that as it comes. Don't you worry about that. But here we are finally filling the emerald layer here. So we have a total of 3 lines of blocks. So, it's not really going to amount to that much big scale wise as we're building, but it'll definitely add some good textures into the build. By the time we're ready to actually make the build in the cave that we just made the tunnel to, I think we'll have maybe another row of emerald blocks, guessing, but we'll see. It definitely takes a lot of mining in order to make these because this is how we repair our shovel and our pickaxe. So, you know, who really knows how many emeralds we'll have by the time we're ready to build? So we'll just take it as it comes. But that's it for the emeralds for now. We're going to go back upstairs. We're going to visit a couple different things. Take a look at a couple different areas that maybe we can kind of touch up on the castle. We haven't really done too much on the inside. So there's a couple different places that I've kind of thought about making different adjustments to. Definitely on this right side as you walk in, it's all bare over there. And on the second floor, we thought about putting some extra storage in there. Because right now, as you'll see right here, we're going to open up the different granite, andesite, and diorite there. So you see we have 2 full chests. We don't have much storage there. We're running out of space, so we're gonna have to build something to keep those extra ores because we are really going to make those cities made out of these blocks. So we're definitely gonna need a lot more than just 2 double chests worth. Then over here, there's a couple different things we gotta do. These 4 blacksmiths, they're not resetting no matter how many times I move the whetstone there. They're just staying X'd out. So there's something we got to figure out with those. So that's another thing we got to touch back on. And then bookshelves are another thing that we're going to want to get. And you really only need planks and leather for that with books. So it's not something that's too hard to get. I do have one of the librarians behind. You'll see him. He does sell 1 bookcase for 9 emeralds, which in my opinion is a little bit expensive. I like to hoard my emeralds, but the bookcases would be over here in this corner. And I haven't quite decided if I'm going to buy them all from this guy right here. Stu is the one that sells them. And again, he sells them for 9 emeralds a piece. I don't think it's going to be worth to spend 9 emeralds as opposed to making leather, cows, books. I think it'll be fine. I have plenty of sugarcane for paper. I have plenty of cows that are ready in the stables, and there's trees not too far away. So if you kind of accumulate all those things, it doesn't really make it worth it to do the emeralds. I know it saves on certain things, but long run, it's not going to help us at all. But this is the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing our emerald stacks, maybe what we're going to do here in the future. Be on the lookout for the next couple videos coming. It'll definitely be a build. Maybe not a massive build, but there will be some different things that we're going to be adding into this, whether it's the different floors connecting or the extra storage or the librarian. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and thank you so much for watching.